Is the bull market back, or just flexing? I've found 10 insanely profitable stocks trading at dirt cheap prices, real companies with billions in earnings and PEs under 15. One of them is making $58 billion a year, and most investors haven't even heard of it. Let's break it down. Stock number 10, PDD Holdings. Ticker, PDD. We're kicking off with a rising global e-commerce powerhouse, PDD Holdings, the parent company of Temu and Pinduoduo. Ever ordered from Temu? You're not alone. It's spreading like wildfire in the US and overseas. This company brought in over $15 billion in profit in trades at just 8.3 times forward earnings. So why isn't Wall Street all over it? Well, some investors are worried about new tariffs and the potential for regulatory crackdowns. Citi even lowered its price target recently. So, is this a falling knife or a hidden gem? Bottom line, if you believe in the future of budget-friendly online retail and global expansion, PDD could be a solid bet. Just know the geopolitical risk is real. But before we move on, here's a quick question. Do you think Wall Street is finally waking up to how undervalued some of these global stocks really are? Or are we just getting another short-lived rally? Comment your thoughts below. I'd love to see where you stand on this. Stock number 9, Merck & Company. Ticker, MRK. Next up, Merck. You've definitely heard the name, but did you know it pulled in nearly $17 billion in profits last year? And it's only trading at a 9.4 forward PE. That's unusual for a big pharma name. The company just completed a $1 billion vaccine facility in North Carolina and started construction on another site for biologics in Delaware. With drugs like Keytruda and a strong late-stage pipeline, they're clearly betting on long-term health demand. The upside? Solid margins, expanding biologics capacity, and a balanced product portfolio. But investors should also consider the risks. Competition in oncology is heating up, and any regulatory delays could slow down that growth. Still, Merck looks like a long-term winner for investors who want healthcare exposure without overpaying. Stock number 8, Pfizer. Ticker, PFE. Pfizer might not be making headlines like it did during the pandemic, but that's exactly why it's so interesting right now. The stock trades at just 8 times forward earnings and still pulled in over $8 billion last year. Behind the scenes, the company is doing serious work, cutting costs, automating operations, and reorganizing R&D to deliver leaner, more innovative drug development. They've set a goal of 8 cancer breakthroughs by 2030. Think that's ambitious? Definitely. But is it doable? With their resources, maybe. The main risk? Pfizer needs a new blockbuster drug to reignite investor enthusiasm, but if they pull it off, this could become one of the most surprising comeback stories in healthcare. Stock number 7, Wells Fargo. Ticker, WFC. Wells Fargo has been quietly rebuilding itself, and investors are starting to notice. It posted almost $19 billion in net income and is trading just above 12 times earnings. They've made progress cleaning up their reputation, and recent earnings looked solid. Net interest income is climbing, and expense management is improving. That said, some investors still have concerns. Will it ever fully regain the market's trust? Stock number 6, Johnson & Johnson. Ticker, JNJ. Johnson & Johnson is a healthcare legend, but don't mistake age for stagnation. Last year, J&J posted $21.8 billion in profits and trades under 15 times earnings. They're investing over $55 billion into US-based operations, including surgical robotics, medtech innovations, and neuroscience. That's not just spending, that's building the future of healthcare. The downside? Ongoing legal liabilities and slower growth than some competitors. But for those who want a mix of reliability, dividends, and future-facing innovation, J&J delivers. Stock number 5, Citigroup. Ticker, C. Citigroup might be one of the most undervalued major banks on the market. With over $12 billion in profits and a forward PE under 10, it's a turnaround story in progress. They're aiming to hit a 10 to 11% return on equity by 2026, up from just over 9% currently. Management is focused, and their services division is leading the way. But let's be honest, execution will make or break this plan. Stock number 4, ExxonMobil. Ticker, XOM. ExxonMobil is still an energy powerhouse. They earned over $33 billion last year and are aggressively expanding their presence in the Permian Basin after acquiring Pioneer. With plans to double production by 2030 and $7 billion in cost-cutting underway, Exxon is positioned to keep delivering strong returns. But yes, oil prices and ESG headwinds are risks you have to accept. Stock number 3, Alibaba. Ticker, BABA. Alibaba might be the ultimate high-risk, high-reward stock on this list. With nearly $17 billion in profit and a forward PE of just under 12, it's hard to ignore. Their cloud business is booming, and they're the largest AI infrastructure provider in China. That's a big deal as the country shifts toward inferencing and edge AI. But are you ready for China's regulatory uncertainty? Stock number 2, Bank of America, ticker BAC. Bank of America is solid across the board. $26 billion in profits, continued deposit growth, and a forward PE of around 10. That's rare. They've added new checking accounts for 25 straight quarters and just bought an $8 billion residential loan portfolio to boost net interest income. The only concern? Rising credit risks and growing fintech competition. But for traditional banking exposure with high profitability, BAC is hard to beat. Stock number 1, JP Morgan Chase, ticker JPM. And finally, we've got the top dog, JP Morgan Chase, the most profitable stock on this list with over $58 billion in net income and a forward PE of just 13.3. They crushed first quarter earnings, raised guidance, and are aggressively buying back shares. If you want strong leadership, diversified revenue, and a bulletproof balance sheet, this is it. The only question is, why haven't you bought it yet? To wrap up everything we've discussed, let's take a closer look at this stock comparison table and what it really tells us. From high-growth names like PDD Holdings, with a strong EPS of $10.56 and 60% plus gross margin, to giants like JP Morgan Chase with the highest EPS at $20.37 and a massive $725 billion market cap, each stock offers something unique. In pharma, Merck, Pfizer, and Johnson & Johnson show solid margins and dividends, with J&J standing out for its $9 EPS and 2.4% yield. Meanwhile, Pfizer trades at a lower price but offers a high 7.3% yield, though with a more modest $1.38 EPS. Banks like Wells Fargo, Citigroup, Bank of America, and JP Morgan Chase show consistent earnings but surprisingly zero gross margin values listed, likely due to how financials report their costs differently than other sectors. Among them, JP Morgan stands out again, not just for its EPS but for sheer scale and resilience in various market conditions. Then there's ExxonMobil, with its commanding presence in energy, pulling in a staggering $340 billion in revenue and a decent 3.8% dividend yield, suggesting solid shareholder returns despite a lower gross margin of 22.2%. Typical in a capital-intensive sector. And finally, Alibaba gives us a glimpse into the tech-driven international growth scene, with a respectable 39.32% gross margin and solid earnings. Though its 0.8% yield signals, it's more focused on reinvestment than income. And here's one more to leave you thinking. If the market's back in bull mode, what's the one signal you personally watch to know it's real? Drop it in the comments. And if you want to know these AI stock bargains Wall Street won't tell you, click on this video here.